Hello, one and all, I'm GrimpaulCheese, and welcome back to Dark Souls. So as you can see, we're in an egg room with an egg man and an egg lady while wearing an egg hat. So, I would like to note a few things. So last episode, we started worshipping this terminally ill lady behind us, and for her man-slave, Manfred, or I forget what his name is exactly, he told us, well, she'd tried eating some, I think it's blight sacks? I guess it's these eggs that are everywhere, and she became terminally ill. It's a very sad case. She's got a nice heart, but she's got a body of the devil. Well, I presume he's a devil, some type of demonic fiend, nevertheless. I mean, who doesn't like spiders, right? Anyway, off-screen, I did a few things. Now, like normal, whenever a video ends, I go off-screen and do a few things. And normally these things aren't, well, that much. It doesn't even take like 45 minutes sometimes. But this time, it took many, many hours. What did I do, I hear you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, Jimmy. Because I did a few things. Now, those few things happen to be 63 humanity. And I also got, where is it? 50 Eyes of Death. Now, bet you're wondering, why on earth do I have 13 items? Took me a while to actually calculate that. But, the reason why is because I would like this lady to get better. Mind you, I do not have the ring to talk to her, so I cannot understand a word she says, or it sounds like his, well, intelligible mumbling or some beastly growling, mind you, because of a demonic form. But yes, but why the Eyes of Death? Why do I want that as a PvP item for invading people and causing a lot of suffering? Well, that is true, but I thought, as I'm grinding humanity, I might as well kill some basilics and get some nice lovely Eyes of Death. Now, for anyone wanting to get any humanity and Eyes of Death for, well, a long grinding session in the sewers happening to be the depths, of course, I heavily recommend gaining 10 humanity on you. Now, why do I ask? Well, 10 humanity... Well, every point of humanity boosts up item discovery. As you can see, I got 410 item discovery. I get, I think, 300 from the ring, and the item discovery is maxed at 10 through humanity. So the best case scenario is you want 110 item discovery. I think it's usually less than that, actually. I don't know the exact specifics. I didn't actually look at the number as I use humanity. Never have done. I just presumed it was that. So, either way, I would highly recommend that, otherwise you're just going to be there all day, and you won't get anything. Even with the marvelous gold serpent ring. So, with that in tow, what we're going to do is we're going to give our lady, some nice, lovely humanity and hope she gets better after all devouring your souls, and the innocent obviously makes you a better person. As we say, we can't understand her in the slightest. But what we will do is, well, she is actually a bonfire lady, which is actually very interesting. I thought it was a part of your covenant, wasn't I? Yes, join covenant, of course. I thought I was a part of covenant. Oh. But now I am, nevertheless. And I got the Pyromancy Great Chaos Fireball. Now, that's one of the many, many interesting things. Let's just give humanity, but before we go into that long-winded process of giving a one-by-one humanity, God, that's going to take a while. I have a new Pyromancy Great Chaos Fireball. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfs the Flitch? So we're going to have a look at this ever so lovely Chaos Fireball. It's a nice, interesting ability. One of the few Chaos Pyromancy, to be more specific. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfed the Witch of Ceaseless and her daughters, hurl a giant Chaos Fireball. The Flame of Chaos can melt stone, producing a short-lived lava glob. Now, it literally is lava. Now, I think this requires 2 slots. Now, yeah, that's one of the first abilities we have that requires 2 slots. I bet you're wondering, what does that even mean? Well, you see, we have a very specific statistic here called attunement. Now, the more attunement you have, the more spells you can wield at once. Now, I don't even think we can wield one. No, we can just wield one spell in particular. We cannot wield 2. As you can see on the right side of the screen are attunement slots. So the more attunement you have, the more attunement slots you can get. I don't know what the max amount of attunement is. I know the max stat you can get is 99. I don't know why you would want 99 attunement. I guess if you want to wield 10 spells, I guess. But anyway, aside from that, we are going to worship this ever so lovely individual. That is, if the game would actually let me. There we go. So, the way you worship her is by offering all the humanity you have. Now, one of the biggest gripes I have with this game, regarding Covenant, is you can only give one item at a time. And you cannot skip this little scene right here. So we're going to do it 50 times. This is going to be absolutely horrible. So as you just saw there, I gained my first rank. Now, with each rank of a Covenant, you get a very special thingy-bobby. Now, I forget what the very special, unique items are in this Covenant. I know that I want to at least use 50 humanity. As you can see, I just used 10 humanity just there. Merely just using the stuff I had on my being itself. Now, the first one I have no idea what you get. The second one is the one I want. It's the one I need. Now, but wondering, what am I on about? What do I need? What do I want? Well, I'm happy you asked. Because it unlocks a secret passageway that saves me a lot of trouble later on. And I mean a lot of trouble. So we're going to continue offering humanity until we reach that mark. No more humanity. Oh, I actually got to eat humanity myself. Wonderful. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? So let's need like a 50 humanity. Why not? This is going to take a while. So we now got 40, the rest of the humanity we should need to, well, give this ever so lovely half-naked lady here. Now, for those wondering, there's 3 ranks in a Covenant. You have 10, 50, and then 99. A big leap, isn't it, from one to the other? So, what I'm gonna do is just, once again, give all the humanity she wants. Because after all, she's a nice, lovely lady. I mean, she's got a kind heart. Even though we really should never judge a book by the cover. She may look evil, she may look absolutely sick. Well, she might be sick in the brain, mind you. We never will know, sadly. Well, not in this playthrough, I don't think. Unless I do something to get the rich ring. Now, the only other ways you can get humanity, mind you, is actually invading. That's the only other way you can gain humanity in slightest. Sadly, I think you can also get it from co-op. What I mean by co-op is if you help people with bosses using the white soapstone or the golden soapstone, the way you get the golden one is by joining the Sunlight Covenant, which I don't have enough faith to join at this current moment in time. So those are like 3 ways you can do it. Or 2 ways, I guess. But the Sunlight Covenant is another one, I guess. Yeah. Right, so by gaining, well, 2 lovely ranks in her Covenant by giving her, well, it didn't seem like we gave her 50 souls. I think it was more 40, I think, or 30. I'm very unsure about what happened, be more specific, but I cannot be sure about what type of souls we gave her. I mean, I'm sure it was 50, right? Unless I'm absolutely mistaken. Then if I am, I'll probably put an annotation somewhere or put in the description how I'm wrong, and then you can all make fun of me for being wrong. But nevertheless, we got another pyromancy, which happens to be Chaos Storm. Now, Chaos Storm is a very interesting one. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfs the Witch of Islith and her daughters, erects localized Chaos Fire's pillars. The Witch of Islith, in an ambitious attempt to copy the first flame, he created the Flame of Chaos, a twisted bed of life. Now, the first flame was, I think, split into several different other flames, which was Nito, Gwyn, and Seath, and all of those people that have those magnificent souls that we crave, we need, we want. Now, the problem was, as the intro said, the Age of Fire is ending. All fires in the end die out. So she tried to create her own in, well, chaos and demons and so forth, and it ate her. And that is why all of this has happened down here. I mean, if you just look at this, it just looks weird, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So we can blame it all on her. So, with that undone, I think that actually, no, I'm absolutely wrong regarding everything this Covenant. I think the first one is the shortcut, the second one is the pyromancy, but I have no idea what the third one is. I'm not going to get the third one, mind you, but I'm going to keep the humanity nevertheless. God, I've got 20 humanity on me. I'm going to cry when I lose that. Now he should say something different. Well, he should. I don't know if he will or not. So you can say anything different, my good friend.
Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
Let's have a good general conversation, shall we?
Below us lies the ruins of the legendary city of Ceaseless. There, the molten giant watches over the flame of chaos. Our fair lady and Mistress Quelaag fled from the ruins. I do not know the details, and I do not ask.
I think he told us that merely because, well, we are higher in the Covenant. That's a nice, beautiful thing about this lovely man. He tells us everything, well, we would never ever know. Anything else to tell us, my good sir?
Worse than
no, it sadly doesn't. That's fine. Well, I would like to upgrade my pyromancy flame, if you don't mind. I'll just upgrade that ever so nicely. Now, let's see if I have enough souls to do this. If I do, that's wonderful. If I don't, that's sadly. I do not have enough souls to make it plus 10. In fact, I'm going to change that. I will, in fact, get plus 10 right now. Now, you can go further than plus 10. It's one of the few objects in this game which can be further upgraded. But like normal objects, though, it requires it requires an ascension. Now, only certain creature in this game can ascend an ever so lovely pyromancy flame, I guess. Sometimes I wish I could talk, but, yeah, so that happens to be a Witch of Ceaseless, or one of her daughters, anyway. One of her daughters could do it. Now, we do have her, but she's in no frame of mind to do as such. I mean, if we look at her, she's just barely living. She's barely functioning. She's like on some sort of life support of demonic intent. It's like the demon within her, the chaos that flows through her veins is what's keeping her alive. And plus the many humanity that flows through her. Now, if you do kill her, well, it is actually possible, you gain a pyromancy flame. No, not pyromancy flame, sorry. A bonfire keeper soul thing. Firekeeper soul. You know, the one that allows you to upgrade your Escus flasks. Yes, that one. So she has one of them on her, so if you kill her and take it and bring it back to the woman in... what's her name? The woman at Firelink's Shrine, I think. Yeah, that one. If you bring it back to her, she'll just say, hey, okay, you just got a random soul of nowhere. I'm not going to ask any questions. Here, have a better, stronger drink. A high alcohol percentage means more life, right? Exactly. That's why I love it to pieces. So I need 800 souls. Okay. That is into my inventory, thank you. So what we're going to do is not go in our rings, but go to the very bottom here. Let's just use, these souls. Now, these are only reasons why you would ever use souls like these, because 3,000 souls. We kind of went a bit overkill there, ever so slightly. So we just need to upgrade my ever so wonderful, pyromancy flame once more. Now, the reason why I'm doing it for this guy is mainly because, I sympathize with this guy. Now, as you can see, it's one of the few things that allows you to go further. You can actually go to a plus 15. It's one of the few items in this game which allow you to do so. The only other items are normal old weapons, like claymores, wayhanders, longswords. You can go to plus 15 with them. That requires a lot of stuff to do so. Now, with that in tow, I should also note that with the ever so wonderful pyromancy we just collected, the Toxic Cloud, the Chaos Storm, and the general Great Chaos Fireball, now that's going to trigger our normal druid friend up above in the the Firelink Shrine. I don't know why I keep forgetting that name, but yes, our friend there will actually, in fact, go on his own little quest to search out new pyromancies. Since we learned everything from him, and, well, we discovered more things in him himself, and he spent his entire undead life for pyromancies. So he must find something interesting down here, right? Exactly. So this is where the shortcut would normally be. The word is normally, but we have not triggered it from the other end. Now, here comes the bit I've been dreading this entire game. Now, I'm going to keep this leather so golden armor on, since it suits the egg color. Now, having the silver armor does look fancy, mind you, but it does not suit the color of my egg hat. That's the whole reason why I went with the gargoyle helmet. It suited my armor, obviously. So, here comes a bit where I've been dreading this entire bloody game. The demonic ruins itself. Now, the demonic ruins, as it said, held a molten giant. The molten giant, I'm not gonna lie, is a hard fight. And all the bosses in this area are hard as nails and actually practically unfair. You understand what I mean when I say they are unfair. They are in every single regard unfair in my own eyes. Especially this one up here. The one we're about to fight, and the last boss of this area, are perhaps the worst ones. That's the reason why I'm doing this area first out of the 4. It's mainly just due to, well, I just want to get this over and done with. I think everyone who's actually played this area understands what I mean. I mean, you have lava, just literally trailing out the walls. We have literally a giant sea of lava is pouring down into another sea of lava. It's turning into more of a river, I guess. So it's just overall horrible, horrible place. So, let me just see here. Now, do I personally want to keep this armor on? Or do I want to go with Havel's? I think I just might want to go with Havel's for the time being. That might be for the best, to be honest. Yeah, I think Havel's will do. I'll take this off and I'll go with the... Should I go with that? I think I might go with the Hawk Ring. And then, a crypt. Where's my ever so lovely... Dragon Slayer bow. Now, this is one of the reasons why I did it. Oh, I can't actually carry this, can I? Oh. How much overweight am I? I am just overweight. God damn it. Looks like I won't be able to carry the bow at all. I'm going to do a quick change in the middle of a battle, it seems. So, in here happens to be the boss I hate and I'll never ever love no matter what. As we're not using the bow, actually, what I'll do is actually put on an interesting ring, which will probably that one for the time being. I'm going to take off Havel's and actually going to go naked. This time I'm actually probably naked with no hat in the slightest. I literally, well, don't have any more luxurious hair, I just have a bubbly head. It's kind of a sad thing. I don't know how we see through it, to be honest. But that's just me. So all the way up here happens to be a slight... Oh, boss! A boss that no one likes, no one loves. I mean, if you like it, you're clearly deranged in some shape, way, or form. Say hello to the Ceaseless Discharge. He's the reason why there's so much lava everywhere. He's literally just, well, eternally outputting lava. Now, it is said that Ceaseless Discharge is, in fact, one of the sons of Ceaseless. He is the only son of the Witch of Ceaseless, and this is what happened to him when he stayed. He just protects what remains of his mother. And now, one of his sisters died here. Now, it's rather sad, really. This is her body. And she didn't go undead, sadly. She just died outright. And he's just watching over her. It's kind of creepy if you really think about it. But if we pick this up, he's going to trigger. If we damage him, he's going to trigger. Now, we're just going to pick this up just to show you what it is. Golden hem robes. Now, say hello to him. Now, the reason why I hate this person is because he's annoying if you try and fight him legitly. Now, he's going to try and slam me down like that, and there's no way to dodge it. None in the slightest. So we're just going to run, and run as fast as we can. Just leg it. Now, there are ways to instantly kill this fellow. Now, what I should do... Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So, he's a really unfair boss, to say in the slightest. I'm not going to cut the video here, it's just a short walk, so I just walk all the way down there. And nothing can really happen in between. So, he's a really unfair boss fight. He really is. It doesn't matter if you've got a nice, lovely shield. It doesn't matter if you, well, have like a ton of armor. He just goes all right through that and goes a bit of a slam with his giant tentacle. Well, lava-y tentacle. Well, I guess magma in a sense. It's just horrible. It's just the main thing I just hate about this area. You're gonna hear me whinge and whinge and whinge. So I do apologize about that. What I'm gonna do for the time being is just use this bonfire. Now, I think if I was sane, I would probably win off screen to grind 10 more strength to get the Havel Shield, just for the overall resistance it gives. Now, because I am insane, I didn't do that. I'm merely going to use this ever so wonderful stone shield against magma, even though it says in the description that chaos can melt through stone. And this happens to be a being made of chaos. A chaos being that's ever putting out a chaos flame that's within him. Yes, it's wonderful, is it not? Exactly. Now, Ceaseless Discharge happens to be a demon. Like all demons in this game, they are weak to electricity. So that's one thing to make note of if you got lightning spears. I sadly did not manage to get lightning spears at this point. So here we go. Now, the best thing one can do at this point is wait for him to walk over to here. Because you can see there's a pit, right? Now, the best thing we can do is, well, wait for him to chuck himself down the pit. Now, that may seem like a weird thing to say, but sadly that is the case. Now, the best thing you can do is just wait for him to be over here. God, he's absolutely massive, isn't he? Yes, he is. Now, you're going to attack. You should attack. And here it comes. So there we go. With that in tow, what we can do is charge up if we can do it in time. No, we cannot. Okay, we want to run away slightly. Now he's going to do it again. Ow! Okay, I didn't do it in time. I think this time I will cut it until I actually get it right. So I'll be right back. And that's the cheap way of killing Ceaseless Discharge. That's what I originally tried to do, but sadly I got horribly maimed. Now I can go collect my humanity if it's still actually there. I don't think it actually is. So as you saw, what I did is I just basically ran to the altar and ran all the way back to the fog wall. By doing that, he gets particularly touchy. He doesn't like anyone going near his dead sister, and, well, he just opens up a gulping hole in his heart and gets really aggressive towards anyone that comes near it. I don't blame him, really. It is his sister. And I think I might have lost my humanity. I'm just having a quick look just in case. Did I lose my 20-odd humanity? I think I might have lost my 20-odd humanity. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So yeah, I just mainly dashed off. I got the ever so lovely crest shield right here, just in case I needed it to, well, for the extra stamina. I don't know if I did or not, since that was actually my first try regarding all of that. So I can put my clothes on back again. We also looted his dead sister, obviously, which happened to hold gold-hemmed black cloak, and as well all sorts of gear, hood, gloves, and, well, a general skirt. Worn by the witch Queen of Iselith, mother of pyromancies and daughters of chaos. She wore this gold hemmed black cloak before even the Age of Fire. It offers strong resistance versus fire, poison, and other perils. It is a very good item. It's very good clothing. As you can see, the mere defense of it compared to, let's just say, Silver Knight armor, for the weight of it, it is massively amazing, especially the fire resistance. It's literally better than Havel's itself, and Havel's is regarded as the best armor in the game. But sadly, if you look at the defense compared to Havel's, it's almost nothing. Now, all the pieces of clothing are that. It is amazing. There's no reason why you shouldn't wear it unless you're trying to prove a fashion statement like me. So I'm going to carry on wearing all of this. I also equipped the flash sweat for the fire resistance, since as you can see, it kind of sort of saved my life ever so slightly. Well, not really, I think it wore off by the time I got there, but either way, it's just there as a precaution, it's all precaution. Now, that was the boss I hate. I hold a general grudge towards, mainly because it's impossible to fight legitimately with just a bare sword and shield. The only way you can really properly fight it is through magic or just general electricity. Electricity is always amazing, as there's nothing that could possibly go wrong from it, right? Exactly. Exactly. Now, by killing him, what we managed to do is, well, we managed to make a giant obsidian-like, well, flooring where the lava was. Because obviously he was causing it, and his mere death, well, stopped the obsidian right there, and there's a massive cooling effect. One can only regard, well, that's why. As the only reason why he would be regarded as the Ceaseless Discharge if he wasn't, well, constantly discharging lava everywhere. I mean, that's what I personally think myself. So with a giant tentacly beast man dead from some sort of really demented Japanese anime, I don't know what anime you're watching regarding that happened, we have to go home. Now, I don't know if I can legitimately go home through this way, or if I have to use a bone. Hopefully I'd have to use a bone. Now, can I go up here? Yes, I can. Brilliant. So we can just go all the way down to the ever so boiling hot rock surface. Now, the reason why I hate this area, to be specific, is because everything here insta-kills you. You instantly die no matter what. These creatures, if you try killing one of them, their worms are impossibly hard to kill. The lava there will kill you in mere seconds. That boss will insta-kill you if you get too close to him. And, well, all the bosses really are like that. So it's a very finicky situation, to say the least. No, other than this place, well, the game is actually a really good game. Really well balanced. It's just, this is incredibly unfair. That's just me, though. You probably think of like, oh my god, you're such a... Well, why are you whining so much? It's easy, I can do it with my blindfold on. With, in fact, 5 blindfolds on with no fingers or hands. I chop them off right now and do a video. Just to show you, but I won't show my hands, so I'll only show me doing the gameplay. And I may have unlimited health, but don't ignore that factor. I just have no fingers. I'm using my teeth. Exactly, that may be the case. Now, as you can see, you may recognize these creatures. These are Taurus demons. They have become a regular enemy. Right here. Now, if we can just fight one at a time, that would be fantastic. But mind you, they're a lot smaller than the actual Taurus demons we fought before. They're a lot weaker, mind you. Now, if we can draw this little creature outwards, that would be great. Well, that would be great if I actually equipped my, well, my gold ring. Let's go in between his legs. Oh, we couldn't go in between his legs just then. Well, let's just do a circle around him. Thank God we've got a good shield. I'm trying to remember how you fight this creature exactly. Cannot remember for the life of me. I remember you'd be able to go between his legs. That just might be the boss fight in general. As you can see, it's got the same amount of strength as the boss fight. I think you just need to take off your clothes and just dive for his legs, I think. Let's just give it a slice and how much damage this takes off. Oh, half. That's nice. And he should be gone right now. There we go. We just chopped off his kneecaps and we got his furry thing. Is he dropping anything? No, he's not. Now, these creatures here have an ever so slight chance of dropping their ever so massive, ever so glorious hammer. That is no joke. You can actually get their giant hammer. It's amazing. Oh, it's not an hammer. It's an axe, isn't it? Yes. And their axe happens to be the best axe in the game. It's no joke. That axe actually has the highest amount of damage you can get of any weapon in the game. The only problem is it's slow as anything. It's like a tortoise. But mind you, the tortoise can bite really hard. That's a good, well, saying for what that giant axe is wielding. The hammer itself, yeah, it's not the best hammer in the world, but it does its job. I think it's the axe. I can't remember if it's the axe or the sword. You can get a demonic sword, which I'll show you in a minute. No, stop running away from me. Go on, stop it. No, bad. What we're going to say is, thankfully, these things have no health whatsoever. Now, there's actually no real reason why I'm over here, really, because I can't get any of the items, which is actually a very sad fact. Oh god, I triggered 2 of them. Oh god. Well, in the past, whenever I trigger 2 of something, it always goes horribly wrong. Why? Because it requires good timing to kill majority of the hard enemies in this game. And when the giant beast with horns comes out and just tries to, well, pummel me to death with their ever so lovely bony stick, it returns into me becoming a part of a bony stick, while my body just, like, horribly gets twisted round it. Now, what I can try and do is try not to be absolutely horribly dead. Oh god. I may have to run backwards. Thank god I got such a brilliant shield, that's all we're gonna say. Will you come up here? You know, if one of you came along over here... Oh, one of you's retreating. Are you going to retreat? Yes, you... Oh, no, you're coming the long way. Oh. That's not good. No, don't worry about that. That's right. One of you at a time. No, one of you! I said, ow! Okay, there goes all my health. They're like mushroom people, but it's not as hard, okay? Okay. Taurus demons, not that nice in the slightest. Let's just take a quick potion. Thank god they're retreating. Hello, I'm back again. I'm here to kill you. Say goodbye to your knees. Or your shins, however you want to say it. And that's one close swing. Now, his other friend is retreating, so I don't have to worry about him. But the thing is about these creatures is they're lava-proof. Which is actually incredibly annoying if you think about it. It's actually incredibly annoying if you really think about it. You're not lava-proof. And that saddens me. In fact, I keep going on about the lava, really. What I should do is to end the video. What I'll do is kill a few more, I think. No, actually, what I'll do first is, well, yeah, I'll kill a few more. I'll kill the rest of them. And then I'll throw myself into the flames and show you what it's like. We're literally not going through the fire and flames, since there is no fire. It's just a giant lake of, well, death and eradication. And, well, possible doom. And it's like, it's possible to get across it, but if you do manage to get across it, you won't... Oh, no, I've triggered 2 of them again. Why do I keep doing this? I'm too focused on talking, that's why. Hello? And there goes that. And what about you, my good sir? Are you going to smack me with me ever so pokey stick, you furry get you? Yes, you are. I don't know how these creatures got invented. They're like giant, well... What would you call them? Badgers that have gone horribly dementedly wrong? I guess Taurus demons are cow people, or goat people actually, aren't they? Goat men? I think they're goat men. I'm here! Fantastic. So let's just try and get one of them to go up, while the other just... Ow! Okay! I think it's best to leave it here for the time being. And next time, I'll put Havel's armor on. So until then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.